document management. We go to supporting documents, and here we're going to create the records in order to load the documents. We have added, I think, all the documents that are possible in the loan, but in case you don't find a specific document, we will let us know and we will add it. So let's look at how this is structured. We have pre-loan documents, and these pre-loan documents are basically generic documents that we use before we start the loan process, like the CIC simulation. That would be the credit simulations that we do in order to see if we can improve the FICO for our borrower. We go back and the next group is everything that has to do with credit. You will see that you have the credit report, the submission form, pre-approval documents, pre-title, foreclosure, anything that has to do with the property, bankruptcy, judgments, condominium, pre-condominium questionnaire, loan numbers, lender loan numbers, and interest rate in order to document the interest that we've chosen. In order to go back to our main group, we click on the X next to the group and we go back to the main screen. The next group are the assets, and the assets are basically bank statements, earnest money, gifts, seller contribution, lender contributions. All these are pretty standard in our industries. We click on the X and we go back. Next group is we have all the income related to conventional loans, all the loans that go to secondary market. We click on the income, and the way we have set this up to make it easy and make it logical, if we have set the grouping within the income the same way that they are in the 1040 tax return. Income, salaries, interest, dividends, partnerships, and so forth. You click on any of them, and you will see the subgroups. And this is the type of information that we need. Tax returns, we have the W-2, verification of employment. We go back, we click on the subgroup, and now we go back to the main grouping. The next is the conventional non-conforming. And here we have the bank statement program, the stated income program, and so forth. And we will be adding them as you request and new products come to the market. Financial obligations, and this is everything related to expenses or payments that are related to the loan, and in specific payments that probably don't show up on the credit report, like liens, payment agreements, 401k payment agreements, IRS payment agreement. So we go back to the grouping. And the next group, it's property. Anything related with the property. So we have subject property related, title, escrow, the condominium, everything related to the condominium association. If there's refinancing, we need a little bit more information here. if the property is in a corporation, all the information about the corporation, and if the REO information for properties that the borrower owns. Let's go back to the grouping. And group number 7, it's basically ID and any other documentation that is not in any other group. Basically, we have the IDs here, information about driver license and green cards, temporary protected status documentation. And if you need us to add the new type of documents on the other specific, just let us know and we will be able to do that for you. So that's the way all the documentation is set up in our system. We recommend that you go through the grouping and you understand how the groups, the subgroups and subgroups are set up. So it makes it easy for you to understand the names that we have used so that you'll be able to use this record definition for documentation for the system easy.